Welcome back, guys. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo.
And today we're reacting to Girls' Generation Oh GG Lil Touch music video.
Why does this sound like something someone would write in Counter-Strike? Oh, good game. GG, good guys. Good guys.
Oh, I didn't
good
know
game.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Maybe it's that.
I don't think so. It would be funny. I mean,
funny.
It's 6 years ago. People have been writing GG in a video game context for as long as I remember.
Good game would be so funny.
But I think it probably stands for Girls' Generation. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Look, this title is unhinged. Like, I have no clue.
This title crazy.
Is it O, just O, and then Girls' Generation? Is it O GG? Is it O GG Consamida Lil Touch music video? What is the actual title of this? I have no idea.
It's crazy. I don't know.
I have no idea, but we're gonna find out.
Yes.
Right here, right now. But before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And last but certainly not least, we already have so much Girls' Generation and Taeyeon content over on Patreon. Because Girls' Generation is such an influential and fun group to cover, and Taeyeon has become such a diva from Girls' Generation. So we love also giving her concerts, her albums, and a lot of other Taeyeon content, a lot of coverage over on Patreon as well. And there's new Taeyeon or Girls' Generation content coming out over on Patreon literally every single week. So if you want to check out all the content we have over there, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel, since we wouldn't be able to do any of this without all of our amazing supporters over on Patreon. So
let's do it.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Let's do it. This is a pretty new song, 2018, late 2018 even.
Ooh.
King Taeyeon has returned.
I think I heard this.
Give me a little touch. I just wanna kiss boy. 자비리 하는 경고. 계속 게임만 할 거야.
Okay.
너의 술래가 되어줄게 바로. 지금이야 my boy. 망설이지 말고. 천천히 나를 따라와봐. 이제 더 이상 도망칠 수 없어. Won't you give it up?
I feel like this actually does, at least, honestly feel like from this intro verse, if you will here, this does sound like Girls' Generation, but from this era.
Exactly.
Like, it literally sounds like what it is, right? Because you can't just keep on doing this sort of like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera thing ad nauseum into 2018.
No.
It wouldn't work, and obviously
go with
SM
the
are not going to
trends.
do that. That's pop music, you know? You got to go with the trends,
Exactly.
but still keep that red Fred Frauder music to make your followers
Exactly.
actually come back and check it out.
Exactly.
And I feel like, from what I've heard from this little part, they kind of are doing that. I'm not surprised that Taeyeon started out, because, I mean, it's literally Taeyeon, and back in 2018, she was, like, blowing up. Seriously.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it makes
exactly.
sense. It makes sense.
지금이야 my boy. 망설이지 말고. 천천히 나를 따라와봐. 이제 더 이상 도망칠 수 없어. Won't you give it up? Give it up to me. Baby, give it up. 마지막 기회야. 원하니 네 맘이 날 원하잖니. 서둘러내게 빨리 라라라라라 빨리 라라라라라. 원하니 네 맘이 날 원하잖니. 서둘러내게 빨리
Okay.
라라라라라.
This is interesting.
Give me a little touch.
This is interesting.
And there's only 5 girls.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Girls' Generation are usually
I guess
significantly
maybe
more.
this is what is called OGG. It's like a kind of like
Oh, it's like
a subunit maybe of Girls' Generation. That's what it is.
This wasn't the name of the song?
No.
Yeah, see, guys, first time reaction. It's so first time that sometimes Valen can't even be bothered to do any research beforehand. For some, don't ask me why, guys. I don't know either.
Because this has to
But-
be such a first time reaction.
Okay, fine, but
fine.
sometimes it can almost be too much. To be fair, we didn't even know what the name of the song was, but
Oh,
it is
Lil
what it
Touch.
is. I guess it's Lil Touch.
Definitely.
this
Definitely.
this intro is gonna be such a mess. Anyhow. I just want to say something. The actual chorus for K-pop was very underplayed.
Yeah,
you know, like
very.
usually within K-pop, there needs to be a pretty significant switch in the chorus or the hook or what have you. But here, it was like the only real element that kind of changed was they brought in this sort of country folk pop influenced percussion with the claps that just like went like a normal clap on every single hit, and then this little tambourine. which
Yeah.
I liked. It was so different.
It was so different.
It was so different. I like that. I actually really like it. Very refreshing. Different than what we're used to from Girls' Generation.
Give me a little touch. 점점 더 달아올라 터질 듯해 3, 2, 1 off 날 잡을 순 없지 손 쉽게 잡혀 내가 아니지 L-O-V-E 나 진짜를 보여줘 시작이야
A parrot.
서두르지 말고 좋아 진짜는 이제부터 더 가까이 내게 다가올래 지금부터 my boy 봐주지도 말고 가까이 나를 따라와봐 이제 내게서 벗어날 수 없어 Won't you give it up to me
This whole music video gives me like Indiana Jones
Yeah.
vibes or something. Or Uncharted. La la la
I
la.
like the dance.
Give me a little touch
The camera work is crazy.
더 은밀하게 널 파고들어
Okay.
짙은 어둠처럼 더 은밀하게
It's like a bit of a kind of tropical pop sound too they're going for here. That
No,
also
the whole
fits with
video.
the video
The video
itself also.
itself is very-
Interesting fusion. This is sort of folk, American folk pop, tropical pop influenced Girls' Generation. Interesting. But I mean, that was also really up at the time. Major Lazer was kind of pop, like tropical pop. And they were
True.
popping off as well. So it makes sense. I mean, that's pop, right? You incorporate whatever is like famous and what people want to hear. It's literally
Exactly.
popular music.
Exactly.
And apart from that, I feel like this like whole music video reminds me of like Uncharted or something.
Yeah,
like with
exactly.
exploring this kind of strange, like kind of semi-adventurous villa with like a lot of artifacts laying around and
That's
like
what
looking
it
at
is.
some treasure map. I don't really know if there's like any more plot to it than that, but I like the vibe.
I like the vibe.
I like the
It's a
vibe,
good
guys.
vibe.
짙은 어둠처럼 더 은밀하게 널 파고들어 짙은 어둠처럼 원하니 네 맘이 날 원하잖니 서둘러 내게 빨리 라라라라라 빨리 라라라라라 원하니 네 맘이 날 원하잖니 서둘러 내게 빨리 라라라라라 빨리 Give me a little touch
I don't know if it's like totally random, right? Or if that's like already like planned out beforehand. But the actual floor here, the pattern on the floor is the same as was on the map before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
That's
I don't know. It's
fun.
like a little bit of a red thread leading through it in
yeah.
terms of the plot as well. I like that. Some consistency.
Give me a little touch Give me a little touch
No, these types of more underplayed choruses were
Yeah.
big at the time. I remember.
But also because of like...
I don't know, but in K-pop it was big.
Huh.
Yeah, this kind of more like chill, very chill vibe.
Actually true for some
It's
reason.
so chill.
I feel like I
Reminds me
don't...
of Somni.
I feel like I don't listen to a lot of girl, like K-pop, girl pop from this era.
No,
so maybe
we
I just don't know.
Exactly,
Huh.
we haven't too
Okay.
much. So I
Interesting.
think this was the era. Yeah, I remember.
Cool,
This was
cool.
such an interesting song.
It's
I
like
it.
tropical pop. You get me? It
It
has
is, in
a
that way.
tiny like reggaeton influence, like a tiny one of like Latin pop reggaetonish influence. Also clearly some like American kind of folk pop influences, and yeah, very like light and danceable.
Yeah.
that is like
But
what this
but at the
is.
same time, it's not crazy. Like the beat goes crazy.
No,
it's
exactly.
very chill.
It's light and danceable.
It's light and
Literally.
danceable.
Yeah, with a pretty non-aggressive, non-intrusive, yet also pretty catchy, fun chorus. I liked it. Just like a little, it's like a cute little melody.
A cute little melody.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
It
That's what
worked with it.
happened.
Actually, I like it.
I like it too.
It's
It
true,
worked with
though.
their voices too.
It's very this era.
It is.
It is very
It is.
this
It is
era.
definitely. this
Even
era.
I feel like I began starting to make music around like 2018, and for some reason, like my first attempts at music almost had like a similar idea to
It was
this.
a little bit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, when
I
I look back at like the first
this
music
was there.
I made, even that sort of inadvertently had some of these sounds in it.
Exactly.
That's actually too
True.
funny. Yeah, that was
That's-
just the sound at the time.
That was the sound at the time.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So GG is a
like a subunit.
Yeah, it's a subunit
Uh-huh.
of Counter-Strike players all writing GG at the end after they lose.
GG.
After they lose horribly and two members get kicked by the rest of the team for not speaking Russian. That's how
no.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive usually went, for me at least. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure there's a couple of people out there who can exactly relate to what I just
That's
said.
sad.
But yes, it was quite something. Such is life. However, really fun.
Really fun.
Really fun.
Really.
I like the song. Taeyeon had a big role to play in it.
Yeah.
But she is also
Makes
like
sense.
a legendary singer. Like,
Exactly.
let's keep it real, she really
Exactly.
is. So I'm not surprised about that. Anyhow, I feel like that's kind of it. I don't really know what else to say. Like, it's just a song really from this era. It was fun. It was
fun.
cute. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like the video if you enjoy our content. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And last but not least, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our Girls' Generation content and all our Taeyeon content over there. There's new Girls' Generation or Taeyeon content coming out over on Patreon every single week currently. So if you want to check that out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. And if nothing else, see you in the next one.
Bye, guys. Take
Bye,
care.
everyone. Take care.